Sarah Carter drops 19 pages of classified info that'll bring Russia hysteria to Screeching Halt. By Amy Moreno for TruthFeedNews.com. As the liberal hysteria reaches epic levels over Russia and, quote, caged illegals, investigative reporter Sarah Carter drops a bombshell on the desperate deep state. During her interview with Hannity, Carter explained that the missing 19 pages of the FISA warrant application are detrimental to the pursuit of truth and justice. Carter says that it's time for President Trump to declassify the application. The American people deserve to see what are in these papers. Let's take a quick look.
Here in London, England, and tomorrow we will be traveling to Helsinki, Finland, where President Trump will soon meet one-on-one with the man, Vladimir Putin. Now, this comes on the heels of Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein's so-called big announcement today. 12 Russian intelligence agents have been indicted on hacking charges. We're going to weigh in on
people for fear of looking partisan. In retrospect, doesn't it seem to you that perhaps the Obama administration was at least to a degree asleep at the switch?
Now, of course, that's right, and we have said over and over again on this show, we have all known about Russian efforts to conduct election sabotage and chaos for years. Let's go back to 2014. House Intel Committee Chairman Devin Nunes, he warned us about all of this in the lead-up to the 2016 election. Again, years before it happened, Obama was president. There were countless more warnings about this from Intel officials and many others. And excuse me, how many countries hacked Hillary Clinton's email server? Was it China, Russia? Was it the Iranians, the North Koreans? And despite the known risk, Hillary Clinton, well, she decided to conduct official, top secret government business on that private server to the illegal, which we know was hacked by at least 5 foreign powers. And we also know the former Clinton campaign chairman and the DNC, they were easily hacked. Today, Podesta called into CNN to celebrate Mueller's indictments. We'll tell you how stupid he is after you watch this.
I think from the beginning, at the heart of this matter were crimes that were committed against individual citizens, including myself, but what's more important, crimes that were committed against the American democracy. The president likes to describe Mueller's operation as a witch hunt. Well, they've caught the witches here, and I hope at some point that they will actually be brought to justice.
We all know Podesta is nothing but a political hack, and we have known about Russian interference and attempts to create chaos and discord in America, at least since Devin Nunes' 2014 warning when Obama was president. And by the way, Mr. Podesta, the witch hunt is not whether or not foreign powers tried to influence and hack into our elections. Everyone knows that has been taking place for years, election after election. We know Obama tried to influence the Israeli election to prevent the prime minister, our closest ally in the Middle East, Netanyahu, Prime Minister Netanyahu, from being reelected. So the witch hunt is about the phony, biased political investigation into whether or not Trump and the Trump campaign concocted some grand conspiracy with Vladimir Putin to defeat your precious Hillary Clinton. Nice diversion. We know in reality, we all know Trump went to Wisconsin, Hillary did not. We all know Americans were connecting with Donald Trump. Just look at the crowd size. And by the way, not with the very unlikable Hillary Clinton with no vision. And how many reports do we need to now show that no votes were impacted? And I can go on and on. But tonight we're asking the question, why announce these indictments today on the eve of this meeting between the president and Vladimir Putin? To me, this timing is suspect. We all agree that Putin is a hostile actor. We all agree Russia is a hostile regime.
Testimony, because I think that would be not in the spirit of where we're trying to do with transcribed interviews. I will say that there is new information that we've been able to gain today, and that new information is credible.
Also today, the Justice Department released this 29-page indictment from the Russia Special Counsel alleging a direct link between the 2016 election interference and President Vladimir Putin's government. During the 2016 campaign, the defendants All members of Russian intelligence, known as the GRU, are accused of hacking Democrats' emails, then releasing them, sometimes posing as U.S. citizens.
The conspirators created fictitious online personas, including DC Leaks and Guccifer 2.0. The defendants falsely claimed that DC Leaks was a group of American hackers and that Guccifer 2.0 was a lone Romanian hacker.
In a statement, a White House spokesperson emphasized there was no allegation Americans knew they were corresponding with Russians, no allegation any American citizen committed a crime, and certainly no allegation that the conspiracy changed the vote count, Sean.
All right, Catherine Herridge in Washington tonight, here with Reaction, Fox News contributor and investigative reporter Sarah Carter, and the author of We're Only a Little Over a Week Away, The Russia Hoax, the illicit scheme that cleared Hillary Clinton, framed Donald Trump. Fox News legal analyst Greg Jarrett. All right, let's go to your reporting on Lisa Page today, which I think is obviously very, very important. But they only had a short time, but there is one big development, especially Rod Rosenstein's name is involved yet again.
Yeah, absolutely, Sean. So they've asked a number of questions, and there have been significant developments in that. But one of the things that we do know is that the January 4th letter that the House Intelligence Committee received from Rod Rosenstein, they agreed to allow them to interview 8 witnesses, 8 key witnesses. 2 of them, Peter Strzok, Lisa Page.
This was in January.
This was in January, when they questioned Lisa Page and asked her, why didn't you respond to the House Intelligence Committee's request? She said the DOJ never contacted her. Rod Rosenstein never contacted her.
He's the same Rod Rosenstein that begged, before the Nunes memo, begged Paul Ryan, don't release this up till the final hour.
Yes, he is the same, and it's even more interesting because this week, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, Mark Warner all sent a letter to Dan Coates asking him not to release, basically reprimanding him for releasing information to the House Intelligence Committee, their own committee. So they don't even want the information.
There's something there. Just like Rod Rosenstein signing the 4th FISA warrant, they don't want to release, especially 19 pages, as my memory serves me well.
Absolutely.
Let me go to Greg Jarrett. Greg, get your reaction to this, obviously, and with so much other stuff happening here today, including the indictment of 19 people, which Devin Nunes warned us all about in 2014. This was under Obama's watch, and we still don't know who hacked into Hillary's email server and what methods and sources were compromised there.
You know, it's not really the bombshell that the media seems to be proclaiming. And the American public, if they're watching CNN or MSNBC, they're not getting the truth. They're being deliberately misled. I watched them today.
Fake news.
Dana Bash on CNN twice said that, you know, it's now imminent that Americans will be indicted over this, meaning the Trump campaign. You've got Adam Schiff, who
doesn't mean that people might not, but there's nothing happened here.
Andrea Mitchell is over on MSNBC saying there's now proof of a solid connection between Trump and the Russians. And Adam Schiff was actually musing today about the arrest of Donald Trump and then said, I'm only half jesting about it. So, you know, if you really want to get the truth, don't watch those networks because they're lying to the American people about what really happened today.
Well, actually, the American people already figured that out, thank God, and they really don't. So that's some good news. But what about what Sarah is saying here? That this is really important. Why would they not want specific information going to their own committees when it is their constitutional authority and duty to perform oversight? And where are the 19 pages to the final application, FISA warrant application that Rod Rosenstein signed?
Look, if the Department of Justice and the FBI were capable of lying to judges, concealing evidence, and hiding facts to obtain the warrant, they're certainly hiding other documents, including, you know, the 19 that you referred to. So I wouldn't put anything past the FBI and the Department of Justice when it comes to unscrupulous and probably illegal behavior.
And that goes to the heart of what Greg has said and what you have said and what I have said, that the president has the authority to force them to release all of this
And
information.
the president should absolutely use that authority. The American people and the president and this administration deserve better than what they're getting. They deserve to know the truth. Let's get those 19 pages out. Let's get them public.
And let's get out what Chuck Schumer doesn't want out, what they're asking Dan Coates not to release.
Absolutely. They have no reason to reprimand Dan Coates other than the fact that they are trying to hide something. And that's what FBI
Whatever it
Director
is,
Wray-
it's got to be profound.
It
For them
is.
to write the letter is, to me, is profound, right?
Well, it's profound because they want to continue this disinformation campaign. They want to push this through to November.
election.
I say, you know what? Let's not give them that opportunity. Let's just get the truth out for the American people. That's the most important.
All right, and that you both only.
Exactly that. Let's get the info out so they can't push that narrative anymore. And I think Trump is going to do that eventually. He's just letting a couple of people hang themselves even more. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.